Welcome to the Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show, where we make plant-based cooking easy. I'm Jill, and today we are going to make the most delicious pumpkin spice bread just in time for fall.
It's the all-free whole food plant-based cooking show.
Hi everybody. So today we are going to make this delicious fall flavored pumpkin spice bread because it's fall and there's just nothing better that I like in the morning is to cut into a really nice warm slice of this pumpkin bread with a cup of coffee. Oh, it's just so comforting. I love it. So we're gonna dive right in. So first of all, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'll talk to you about the pumpkin puree here. So this is a pumpkin pie pumpkin. They are different than the standard jack-o'-lanterns that, you know, the big ones that you have for Halloween. These are much smaller, and if you feel them, they're really kind of heavy because there's a lot more flesh in there, and that flesh is really bright orange, which gives it that really rich pumpkin flavor. A little bit different than the jack-o'-lantern ones. Their flesh is a little bit lighter, and it's pretty tasteless, so it's really best to use this type of pumpkin. But I'm going to show you the easy route is to just get you a can of pumpkin puree because that's what kind of pumpkins are in this guy. Okay, so we're going to start out. I've got 2 cups of just regular rolled oats that we are going to blend into a flour. Just in the blender. You don't need one of these big fancy blenders like mine. You can just use a regular blender. It will do just fine. Or a little NutriBullet. They work great too. Okay, voila, we have flour. And I really prefer to grind my own. I feel like the oat flour that you buy in the grocery store is a little bit too finely ground. So when you make stuff with it, it tends to be really dense. So this, when you don't grind it quite so much, stuff is a little bit fluffier. Okay, and what I have here, I've got 1 tablespoon of flax meal, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a half teaspoon of baking powder, and 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. And that's just a blend. It's like cinnamon and cloves, and sometimes there's a little allspice in it. It's already a pre-made mix that you can buy at the store. So, just gonna stir that up real good. And if you want the full recipe, we'll have a link in the details below where you can get that recipe. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now we're gonna mix up our wet ingredients. So back to the blender. You don't have to rinse that out because it's all going in the same place. I've got 1 cup of dates, pitted dates. You can use medjool, or these are Deglette dates. I really prefer the medjool ones. They seem to be, they're a little bit creamier and just a little bit sweeter, but this was all I can get right now, so that's what I'm using. A half a cup. This is unsweetened soy milk, but you can use whatever kind of plant milk you prefer. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then your pumpkin puree. So there's, in this can, it's about 1 3/4 of a cup puree. So that's if you're gonna bake your own pumpkin. So you just bake your pumpkin, you slice it up, get all the seeds out, put it on a baking tray, you know, chopped up in chunks, and you bake it for at least 30 minutes until it's really soft and that you can scrape it out of the skin. And then you can just blend it, or you can just put those chunks in just like this, because your blender is going to do the rest of the work. Okay, now we're just going to blend this up until it's really smooth and creamy and there's no date chunks left. Okay, I'm just going to scrape this down once. There's still some date chunks in there. Just the little ones, so I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna puree, or I'm just gonna blend it one more time. While we're waiting for that, I'd like to share with you some background on our show. The Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show is crowd-funded, which means these free weekly recipe videos are made possible in part by the generous patronage of our supporting members. We create this show to share all of the delicious plant-based recipes we use in our own family kitchen with the hundreds of thousands of viewers just like you who tune in each month from all over the world. Our supporting memberships offer great perks like access to our ebooks and in-depth courses, including our 28-day Plant-Based Made Easy course, where we offer a step-by-step guide to making the switch to a fully plant-based diet. If you love our content, please join us on our mission to share this life-changing message with the world and become a supporting member today by following the link in the description. Okay, let's get back to the show. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. You can see that. It's all nice and pulverized. Now we're just going to pour that into the dry ingredients. Boy, this already smells good. I love the smell of pumpkin because it makes me think of, you know, like pumpkin pie and just fall. It's so chilly outside right now, and just smelling pumpkin, you know, it makes me feel of a nice, cozy, warm kitchen and a house with a nice, warm cup of hot cocoa or something in my hand. Okay. Now we're just going to stir this up. You want to stir that really well so you don't have any chunks of that oat flour left, or any baking soda or baking powder. That looks pretty good. Get my spatula back here. Okay, now we got to put it in the pan, and I wanted to show a little tip for you. I ordered these cake or these bread pans just from Amazon, and of course you can't tell when you order them what they're going to be like, but look at this. So when you put that bread in there and it starts baking, it kind of pushes out the sides a little bit, and then you get this little squashed loaf. So I thought, you know what, to make them stronger, they came 3 to a pack. I just tuck one inside of the other, nice and strong. So that's how we're going to remedy that situation. And this is just a regular bread pan. I think they're like 4 by 8. I think that's the measurement of these, which is just the standard size of a loaf pan. Okay. I'm just going to smooth that all down really nice. And you kind of have to smooth the top a little bit because it's a pretty thick batter, so it's not going to self-level. You really have to smooth out that top for yourself. It's kind of like a banana bread. It's that real thick kind of consistency. Okay. And now, just as an added benefit, and for a little bit more, it's going to make it really kind of pretty, and it's going to give you some really great nutrition because these pumpkin seeds are loaded with omega-3s, which you should have in your diet. It's super good for you, and it just looks, you know, it just looks like fall. It kind of looks like fallen leaves, you know. So if you look like that, tap them down a little bit. Okay, now it's going into the oven, and we're going to let that bake for, it's going to be over an hour, but that's going to be according to your oven. So you want to check it at an hour, do the toothpick trick, or, you know, feel how firm it is, because everybody's oven is just a little bit different. But we're going to start at 1 hour, and we might have to add 5 or 10 more minutes to it in the end. Okay, it's out of the oven. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? It smells so amazing. So I'm gonna flip this out onto my cutting board, grab a plate and a knife, and I'll meet you at the table so we can taste this guy. Okay, on to my favorite part. We get to taste this. It's cooled off a bit now, so that's good. Nice and firm. Oh yeah, nice and kind of soft on the inside. Looks like it's still moist. Okay. Look at that. Oh, the smell of the spices is so delicious. Mm. 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 This is so delicious. But my favorite way to eat this is stick this in the toaster and then put some peanut butter or almond butter on there. Mmm. So good. You're gonna love it. So be sure to give this a like, and I'll see you next time.